Hi everyone, welcome to Brown Girls Happy Hour. This is definitely an impromptu happy hour that we decided to do, and there are so many reasons for why we decided to do it today. But I'll wait for Daman to join and then we can start. Oh, she's here. Okay. Oh no, how do I join it? Okay. Yeah, she should be here. Let's experiment with the button.
Hello.
Hi, Daman. How are you?
Hi. Hi, everyone. I'm here to tell you today why we are doing this happy hour. So, if you follow us, you might have realized Kathy just celebrated a birthday, a big one.
Yes.
And I think ever since there has been a midlife crisis happening,
I'm not
like
in
the,
the middle of my life, actually.
yeah, I
I'm,
don't know what to call this. So, let's call it a midlife crisis. Who knows how long we are gonna live? So, ever since then, it's been texts like late night. And today I was like, I'm gonna have a lazy day. I'm not gonna do anything. And then Kathy's texting me, dude, give me some work to do. So we decided to do a happy hour instead. Let's hear her out. So, Kathy, what's going on?
yes. So I think first we can make a cocktail and then we
Oh,
can.
you need a cocktail to talk about this. Okay, I get it.
Should
Okay,
we?
so get your shaker
Yeah.
and ice in it.
Well, I don't have a shaker, but yeah. Oh, wait, I have. Okay. And I definitely forgot the ice.
What's new? So this is a vodka-based cocktail that we decided to make just last minute. So you need like a big shot glass or ounce and a half of vodka in it. And then you need cranberry juice, an ounce of it. I don't have cranberry, I have a pomegranate. I think they look similar, so it's fine. And you need about half ounce of lemon or lime juice, and then some orange liquor, about half ounce. And that's it. Now you get to do the fun part. Oh, Kathy, you're so behind.
Yeah. Just a little bit behind, but I'm almost done. Okay.
All right, let's do this together.
Let's do it. Okay, I think good. Let's just drink it. Oh wow, this is a nice color.
Yeah, mine's a little darker, I think. Almost looks like a mine.
Yeah.
All right,
Cheers.
cheers.
Oh my God. Mine is so strong. I put a lot of vodka. I have to
Well,
put
I guess you need it. So,
I have to put some cranberry juice to neutralize it a little bit. Yes. Okay. So anyway, yeah, let's get right into the discussion. I really like the cocktail though.
yeah, I like it.
Hmm. Right. Okay. So yeah, I guess the reason why I have been texting you in the evenings or in the night, it's because yeah, it's sort of not a midlife crisis because I don't think I'm at that middle of my life. If it is, then I'm dying at 60. Okay, fine. Um, but yeah, I guess the reason is that I'm 31 and now I'm, rethinking what I should do with my career. And and the reason why it has hit me so hard is because right now, I mean, I think I always thought that I was really good at being an engineer. And then, or, like this was the career that I was meant to do. Um, yeah. And then suddenly now I'm like, oh my God, like what am I doing with my life? I'm not enjoying my job. I definitely should try different things. I can't make this in, I just can't have just one portfolio of an engineer. And yeah, so I guess that's it's been, I'm like thinking of doing a career switch, but then I don't know what I should do. So many things
I would
happening
not
at the
say you
same
have like one thing on your portfolio because you have like 100 things going on at the same time.
time. Yeah, but that's also, wait, Daman, I can't hear you.
I think my internet's buggy. Anyway,
Yeah.
so yeah, I don't think you are just an engineer. And also, who is meant to be an engineer?
That's true. I can't imagine a portfolio, like a person who says that I was always meant to be an engineer. Maybe
See,
Steve
like
Wozniak, but
we decided to name this cocktail A Woman's Search for Meaning. I
hmm,
don't think if I go on that search, engineering is like anywhere in there.
that's true. Yeah. I mean, yeah, to tell you the truth, I didn't choose engineering as my career for myself, right? Like I was pushed into it like 100,
Like
not
all of
100.
us, all of
Yeah,
us,
yeah,
those who are
millions.
in Silicon Valley at least.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, I was pushed into it, but in the journey, like in the journey of becoming an engineer, I just started enjoying it. It was fun, it was interesting. And
Well, become a manager. Next step, the organic next step.
yeah, I'm not really good with people. I guess, I mean, the point is that when people tell me that, I mean,
Okay.
when like, I don't know, I just can't be that person who's, I don't have that gift of I guess like consoling people or being with them or like giving them a push to do what they want to do. I can talk to them about it, but I also can be brutally honest, which people don't like for sure. So
You can go the other track, the architect route. There's only two tracks.
and that's the point, right? Either you go there or there. Why can't we do something else?
Start your own company.
Oh
Leave all
yeah,
of this.
yeah.
Then you can be like the CEO and you can set the tone of your company where you don't talk to too many people.
That's true, yes. And then, yeah, I would just abandon any sort of conversation between anyone and let you do your work.
Oh, so you're gonna be that guy. Do your work.
Well, what about you, Daman? How's like, I mean, I guess also another thing is that at so this world as it is expects us to know everything when we turn, you know, when we're at a certain age. And I think 30 is that age where everyone's like, okay, so now you must know what you're doing and you just have to get better at it, right? No one is like thinking about rethinking what they want to do.
No, I don't like agree with it completely because I think at every age you see a different marker. So when you're at 20s, you're like, oh, 30 is this big point. I should have everything figured out. By the time you get there, you're like, I don't think that was true. Okay, maybe 40s. So I think that's how humans work. You keep pushing that because actually you never figure it out. I don't think anybody does.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
we
get
have
it.
read like millions of books, right? So if there's anything, like especially in the memoirs and non-fictions, that's what everybody says. Like our title of this cocktail is also from a non-fiction. And even in that book, like the guy went through like horrible, horrible stuff. But in the end, even that guy didn't claim that I figured it out by 40 or after this happened, I figured it out. I don't think anybody ever does.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I think that's true. Like, I think it's just the notion of, figuring it out, but I don't think anyone
It's
ever.
also on the internet where there's like 30 things you should have done by you reach 30.
Oh my God, I'm seeing so many of those posts. And I honestly believe that, those are the
Does
posts
Facebook monitor
that
our age and then be like, oh, this person is around 30. Let me just share this kind of stuff.
also, let's talk about so I'm also, like seeing a lot of posts about a 430 and the under 30 list that just came out, I think, yesterday. And oh my God, I'm like, what is like, what have I done with my life? I'm too old to get in 30 under 30. Should I like relive, like go back and then relive my life? I don't know.
Well, maybe you can invent that going back device. A lot of people will back up you on that.
Yeah, I guess. I know. I know what you mean. I think it's just like a little bit difficult
I mean,
to.
transitions are always like this. Any kind of transition, whether it's career or personal, you feel like you are in this fog of things and you can't see anything because it's like a fog, and
Right.
then you keep struggling. I think you just have to give it time so that the fog will lift and you'll find your path.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I
guess.
sound so preachy, right? I should write that book.
What about you? What did you think when you were in your 20s you would be doing with your.
Oh, I thought I would have like a book written by now and I would be like super rich with a bestseller. None of that
Oh,
has happened. And now sometimes it becomes almost a defeating thought that, oh, if it has not happened by now, maybe it's not meant to be. But then you
yeah.
have to keep reminding yourself, nobody has set a clock for you. Everybody
Mhm.
does things at different points, at different pace. So it's not a competition. Sadly, we live in a world that makes it like a competition where everyone is like, oh, this person has achieved, why have I not done this?
Mhm.
Which is not healthy or helpful.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. I think that's the issue. When I was in my 20s, actually when I was a teenager, I used to think by the time I'm 25, I'll be working in this amazing fashion magazine like Devil Wears Prada style. And then, I'll have a
See,
penthouse.
that's all the movies we have watched.
I know.
Because I also wanted, I'm a little bit creative and artsy. So I
Mhm.
wanted to do fashion engineering. Oh, fashion. There's nothing like fashion engineering, fashion designing back in India. Um, and everyone was like, oh, do like, uh, there used to be a term for like a lesser version of it, which basically meant then you can open your own local boutique, like tailoring kind of stuff. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm doing that fancy fashion design, like go to Paris and stuff. So, like those were the visions. And then parents are like, no, you're not going anywhere. Sit here, do engineering.
Yeah. Yeah, I think also for me, I was thinking that or either like like journalism, and then my dad was like, "You are going to be running behind like famous personalities trying to interview them, and that's not going to lead you anywhere, and it's
Oh,
very
have I ever
frustrating."
told you the story of when I wanted to do law? So like when
Yeah.
you're finishing your high school, you are at a point where you're figuring out where to go. It's
Hmm.
also a transition state, right? So I gave a few tests and I liked what it was, the whole process of admissions. I thought I could do it. Sounded nice. Also was like giving me an opportunity to get out of where I was living to a bigger city. So I was like all sold on it. Even made the list and everything. Then my dad, I think even other like uncles and stuff, they're like, oh, this is not a profession for women. You know the kind of language men use in like when they're lawyers. First of all, studying law doesn't mean I'll be a lawyer. There is so much more you can do. But
Yeah.
that's I think lack of awareness. So
Hmm.
they were like, no, 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 law is not for girls. You should not do it.
Hmm.
Okay, this is making me mad now. I did not have any crisis before this happy hour. I have now.
Yeah. No, I get it. I think but I don't know. I don't regret not being, what I thought I would be because like you don't know what you don't know, right? I mean, I don't know how good of a journalist I
So
would be.
that's how you'll pacify yourself, right?
That's
Like at
true.
this point, what else can you do?
Yeah, I don't want to go back and,
So I
do
think it's
journalism.
easier to be like, oh, I might not be a great person in law, or I might not be a great fashion designer, but I think
Yeah,
that's the only way you can justify your
that's
current
true.
life.
Yes, yes. And I have seen so many of my friends doing the same thing. Like, they wanted to be something else and now they're something completely different. Um,
I
so
think it's
yeah,
a generational story of this generation. Like everyone will have like how our parents used to tell stories. Like when I was a kid, I used to walk so much to go to school and whatnot, right? We will be like we wanted to be creative people. We were forced to be engineers.
yeah. But also I think, I was going to say something. I lost my train of thought. Oh no. This is what happens when you drink too much alcohol. It's not even too much. It's literally just five, 5 sips. Oh no. So yeah, I was going to say also, what happens is that like when we were young, we mostly wanted to, get at a point where we are earning well enough to, settle down on our own and trying to get out of our families and just, live life on our own. And that is why that's how I saw it. Like this was the easiest option for me. Like, do masters and then start earning well. And that's how, you're living away from the society. No one is expecting a lot from you, and you're also earning your own money. You're financially independent. But then, what happens is when you actually become financially independent, it's like now what? Like I'm not happy. I didn't want this for my career. Like, and then suddenly you realize, maybe I should have spent some time thinking about what I really wanted to do, and not run behind, like
Well,
yeah, having a stable
this is
lifestyle.
like there's a theory called, I think, Maslow's theory of needs, or there's a pyramid structure. So
Hmm.
there's like every human has a level of needs they have. The bottom level is like food, shelter, and all that. Once
Right.
that's met, then you move on to the next level where you're like ambition, dream, and all that. Once that's met, you have like these other physiological or psychological needs that you want to like have. So I think this is kind of like that once you hit a level, like that's why when people are like, oh, why are you crying about your problems? Like look at third world countries, people are struggling for water. That's because they are in that level one, so they don't see the
Mm-hmm.
next level. But like it's not to like invalidate anyone's struggle. Like you can have your first world problems and third world problems. It's all valid for your experience. But I think once we like get to the next step, we find new and new problems. So that's why when you are climbing up that pyramid, most of your problems are like psychological, which is like, all in your mind. And someone could be like, oh, why are you crying about it? Like, not to say you are crying about it, but that's I'm very impressed by that pyramid. You should look it up.
Yeah, that's actually true. And also another thing is that I think humans never get satisfied with what they've got. So like, if I'm earning this much money and if I'm a little bit successful, now I'm like, okay, so what can I do to go to the next level? And that is when my mind starts thinking, okay, maybe is this a good career for me? Should I change to, go faster to the next level where I want to be? I think that also plays a lot of,
I
role
mean,
in
to
this.
some level, it's a good quality in humans. Like, if you're satisfied, that means you stop growth, you stop
Mhm.
searching for new things
Right.
or avenues. So I think it's good that you have that feeling. You just have to, like, sit with the discomfort in sorts, because it's never easy when you're figuring out what the next step should be, because there's also so much stress. Like, are you taking the right step? Like, are you messing things up or are you making things better?
Right. Yeah, that's true. Yes. And I think I should just sit with it and not, keep messaging you in the night.
No, feel free to message me. I'm probably gonna start taking screenshots and posting them.
Right. I know. I think it's an interesting, I mean, I'm surely enjoying it because after a long time I have started to think about, if this career is good for me or not. And I never judged it like that because I was enjoying it so much. I didn't see a need to, look at it that way. But
You've read the Flow book, right? Or we read it in Ikigai.
I think it was Ikigai,
Yeah.
the flow,
So
yes.
it says, right, when you're solving a problem that's in middle of easy and difficult, right, it has to be right in the middle is where you are engaged. If it becomes too easy, you're bored and you start looking for something else. So I guess you're at that point where you know what you're doing. Your job is probably not challenging you with
Mhm.
new problems, and maybe that's what you need.
Yeah, that's true. Yes, I feel like I just know whatever I'm going to solve, and now it's like there is no mystery left to the.
Or you can become a full-time podcaster, Kathy.
Oh
Then
man,
I'll
I'm.
just show up uh, to like record, and you can take care of everything else.
Who wouldn't like to do that? Who wouldn't like to become a full-time podcaster? Because it's just about talking, right? You can just talk.
Well, no, there's also so much we do behind the scenes, right? And we often feel like, oh, we
Yeah.
have to do more, but we don't have time because we also have full-time jobs.
Right. Yes. I know. Yeah, I don't think my husband would like me to become a full-time podcaster because he'll be like, then I'm going to pay the rent. And you're just talking in front of a mic every day.
I wonder how it is for people who are married to full-time podcasters. Like, not in terms of money, but just be like, okay, you walk into a room, that person is again talking to a mic. Like, that's all you see.
It's like being married to a content creator, right? Like,
Influencers who, like, on vacations also are like talking to their Instagram.
yeah, right. And then I was seeing this. So Kusha Kapila, who's a really great, famous like content creator, and her husband's Instagram bio says a human tripod to Kusha Kapila.
There's a term, right? Instagram boyfriends, because their entire role is to take photos of their girlfriend so they can post.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think my husband. I think I'll he will divorce me, and then I'll get into real, like real
Well, I guess
midlife.
that's why you had to buy an actual tripod, right?
Yeah,
Because your husband is not going to be the human tripod for you.
yeah, right. I know. Well, I think. Yeah, I think it's been an interesting talk, though. I hope people enjoyed it. If someone is going through the same thing,
Well, yeah,
so
people who are watching, please comment if you enjoyed our ramblings today. Because
yeah,
that's what
yeah.
it is.
And then reach out to us if you want to talk more about, career finding or midlife crisis or I don't know, finding meaning in
Is
your
there
life.
something between quarter and mid? Like, that's what this is.
Quarter and a half, I guess. I don't know. Three quarter is what? Quarter is one fourth, right? So three fourth,
Yeah.
0.8.
No, one third, not three fourth. Three, three fourth is too far, Kathy.
I have no idea. See, that's why. That's why I think I am not even good at math right now. So
Well, that might also be the vodka working there.
that's true. Yeah. Well,
I guess you feel better now after this happy hour and the cocktail in you. But
yes,
yeah, don't feel discouraged. Text me whenever. I can
yes.
be very preachy, right? On
Yeah.
text, off text, wherever.
No, I think it's also because I have no one else to text, and my husband doesn't listen to me. He's like, he's like, I don't.
Oh, on that note, do you like talk to Singham about your career woes?
I don't, okay, so I don't talk to him. I feel like I should create a video where, sometimes he looks at me and he looks at me like this, like with a very sweet face. And I'm like, I know, Singham, life is very difficult. I know that. Yeah, so that happens couple of times in a day. So yeah, I think I should make a video of that. Um, but yeah, I don't talk to Singham about this. He doesn't know what I'm going through. Maybe I should.
You should. You might get some advice out of it.
Yeah, yeah, his mouths are very deep now. So say something profound. Well, yeah, I think thank you, Daman, for coming to this, like for agreeing to be in this impromptu happy hour because,
Anytime. See?
yeah, I feel like these happy hours are just us drinking and laughing, and that's it. Like,
Well, as long as we are having fun, who cares?
mm, that's
That's
true.
that's a motto, right?
Yeah, yeah, yes. Yeah, I think that's all. That should also be the motto of our lives. Like the Ikigai says, like, um, just have fun. Just do what you like to do and just have fun while you're doing it. And that's it. So,
See, you kind of figured it out by the end of this.
well, yeah. Okay, I
All
guess.
right.
Yeah.
Yes. Cheers.
I hope you enjoyed this happy hour, all of you. And if you have to discuss, if you want to discuss something, just comment or reach out to us. Yes. Okay. Cheers.
Cheers.
Bye.